some more on the Talmud of Immanuel. And he goes, at this point, it is only the prophets that remember their previous lives, since they follow the laws of creation and live in wisdom. So, what prophets is he talking about? He's talking about Abraham, all those prophets that came before and are meant to come. And do they live in accordance to the laws of creation? Because were they given insight knowledge on what are creational laws? So the fact that he says the prophets have access to their previous lives, that means that our memories were wiped. Referring back to that, it's proven that our memories are wiped, because how is it that the prophets got access to their previous lives? And he says that the reason why they got access to their previous lives is because they followed creational laws and live in wisdom. So they have access to knowledge, and either they got knowledge from God or they seeked it out on their own, and they live based on. So does that mean if we follow creational laws, learn about them, follow them, and then also learn about wisdom, live in wisdom, then we can have access to our previous life? Like, I know there's hypnosis that you can do for past life regressions, but is there another way that you could just tap into it naturally if you do these two things? That's why I keep talking about creational laws and how important it is for us to know and abide by. And is living in wisdom knowing the truths of the world, living by our intuition and using our discernment, and also discovering the knowledge about creation, this world that we live in, everything. Like, what wisdom is he talking about, you know? Like, we hear people call people wise, like I've been called wise, and it's usually we're being called wise because of the advice that we give people, that we can tap into something and through our experiences understand things on a deeper level and be able to assist humanity by giving them tools that they can use to overcome their circumstance. So wise is usually a spiritual knowledge that you have, that you're able to help people get through what they're getting through. And I think we become wise through our life experiences, the hardships that we go through, and also through the different various types of genres of books that we read that influence our mind and help us see things from multiple perspectives. So it's like we are wise too from having common sense and being able to put puzzle pieces together. So when you live a life that's wise, is that you're doing all of these things. Then he further says, therefore, other people will be superior to you in spirit and consciousness and gather great, great wisdom, so that many among them will soon be like the prophets and have recollections of their previous life. So this is where he's confirming that, yeah, the everyday person can get to that. It's not just prophets that will have access to their previous life. It's the prophets, the people that gather amounts of wisdom that can pass on to other people, and they'll be able to tap into that. It'll be like a... So he says, the highest directive in the law of creation is this: achieve the wisdom of knowledge so that you may wisely follow the laws of creation. And like I said, I think knowledge comes from the various topics that you read and that you learn about, but it's also through your life experiences that you go, the people that you interact with, the conversations that you have. That is all knowledge that you're gaining, and you become, what he said, like you achieve a wisdom of knowledge. But also through that knowledge, you must learn about creational laws. That's the most important, because even if you have all this abundance of knowledge and then you're not applying creational laws to it, then the knowledge doesn't matter. You're not going to evolve spiritually because you're not abiding by the rules of nature, the rules of creation, because those are the most important to abide by if you want to spiritually ascend or hopefully not reincarnate in this life if we're not trapped.